Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. It's been a while. It's been a while. I came on live. I came on live, or I came to YouTube live. It's been a while. I did live on YouTube. All right. Good morning. So who missed me? Who missed me live? Who missed me on YouTube? Good morning. So kindly, where are you listening from? Where are you tuning in from? Where are you tuning in from? Kindly type in your name and where you are tuning in from. What's happening? Kindly type in your name and where you are listening from. Editing. What's happening? Okay. It, I'm kind of, since it's been a while, so I'm kind of confused with StreamYard. They've added new features. They've added new features. So yeah. So kindly type in your name. So you're having Ebubechi Aliomi. I swear it has been a long, yeah, it's been a while. Been a while. But you've been killing it behind the scenes, you've been killing it behind closed doors. So you're having Bismarck from Spintex. You're having Bismarck Asante from Spintex. You're having Samuel Data Lab. I'm Samuel from Kumasi, my first time joining. You are welcome, Samuel. Welcome to the family. So you're having Jcon Forex. Charlie, Jcon, it's been a while. Where have you been? Jcon from Western North. So you're all welcome to today's live stream. So with today's live stream, it's going to be a lot of information pack. A lot of information pack. Today is holiday, right? Today is bank holiday. So we are not going to stress a lot, but we are going to use this opportunity to educate ourselves a lot when it comes to trading, how you can make money from trading. A lot of people are really stressed up, really focusing on a lot of things. It's okay to be doing that. It's okay to be facing such challenges, but you need to focus on a few things. Okay, so with my motto, simplicity is beautiful. Simplicity is very beautiful. You need to focus on simple stuff, so you don't have to stress yourself on a lot of things, a lot of information. One thing about this industry is when you focus on a lot of things, Jcon, especially Jcon, I've seen you in a lot of live streams. You've joined a lot of live streams. Yeah, it's good to explore. It's good to explore. But with trading, when it comes to the technical side, you need to focus on only few things. The moment you start focusing on a lot of things, you start becoming confused. You get it? You start getting confused on exactly what to do. So focus on few things, then you are going to be profitable. So let's see. Let's move. So the market, as we started the year, the market hasn't been the way we anticipated or the way we projected for like the market to be doing, giving a lot of opportunities, because last year was a good year, but this year, as we started the year, the market's kind of crazy, very wild, especially on gold. You can see gold has been trending ever since, and it's still moving all-time high. Crazy. See, gold, people because of uncertainties in the Trump economy, uncertainties in the US. See how gold is still breaking records. Gold continue breaking records. Now it is 3,391 ounces of gold. It keeps on rising. You get it? Where did we even start the year? We start the year at this side. Gold was kind of during the election. Yeah, it was falling, and after the election, when Trump was inaugurated, see, gold keeps on rising. See where it has gotten to now. You get it? So the reason why gold keeps on moving up is because it's safe havens. Okay, it's safe havens. So one thing you need to understand about gold, the movement of gold is what it's kind of it moves with the US economy. Okay, and it's already paired with gold, is already paired with the dollar. So anytime there was uncertainties in the world or uncertainties in the US economy, one thing investors mostly do is what? They rather prefer moving their asset, they rather prefer moving their investment to gold, because gold is a safe haven. So in case of any recession, in case of any economic crisis, downtime, anything of that sort, okay, people prefer investing in safe havens. Like, even though the dollar is a safe haven, but they rather prefer putting their money in gold. Okay, they rather prefer putting their money in gold because they know that it's the gold is not going to lose value huge, like it's not going to lose huge value. Okay, in case of any economic downtime, gold is not going to lose huge value. No matter what, it's still going to maintain its value. Okay, so that's why a lot of people prefer moving their investment gold. So let me check BTC USD2 and see what's happening. Okay, so it's also kind of okay. So now, even though BTC is not traditional safe haven, okay, but you see it's also moving. You see it's also moving up because of one. I'm sure the economic war, the tariffs, they've still not settled. They've still not settled on it. So that's why it keeps on moving up. Let's check the fundamentals and see what's happening. So many world leaders and business executives have come to me asking for relief for. Okay, so Trump still keeps on like imposing a lot of huge tariffs on these economies. So first shock waves of Trump tariffs are about to hit the world economy. So all these things are factors. All these things are the reason gold keeps on, because people continue losing hope in the US economy because of this uncertainty. So that's why these safe havens are moving up. BTC is now, it's not traditional safe haven though, but you see it's now also moving up. Gold is also moving up. Okay, because of they rather prefer moving their investments in this asset class as compared to the dollar. Okay, so anything bad happening in the US, this is what you need to understand. Gold is going to move up. So during the COVID time, you will notice that during 2020, gold was also moving up because of the uncertainty. So let's check 2020 and see. Because of the uncertainties, gold was moving heavily, moving up. So you see, gold was also moving up 2020 during the COVID time because of the uncertainties. When did the COVID even happen? What month? So you see, the whole of 2020, gold was moving up. So any bad thing happening in the economy, in case maybe you hear Russia-Ukraine war, gold is going to move up because it is bad thing for the US, and US has become like, they have become like mother of all countries. Okay, so in case of anything, they have to intervene. Okay, in case of anything, they have to intervene. They have to bring peace in the world. So any bad thing happening in the economy, any bad thing that we hear is about to hit the world, gold is going to shoot up. So recently or currently, because of these uncertainties, gold continue moving up. So how can you tackle something of this? How can you tackle this wild market like this if you are trading gold? So with this market condition, what you have to be doing with this market condition is just to move to the lower time frame. It's moving up. Okay, it's moving up. So Friday, for instance, I was expecting this one to continue moving up, but it just made a fake that was Thursday. It just made a fake move, and it just today we are seeing the move. Okay, it created this support over here, and it was looking good. It just created this support over here. Okay, this support was created, so it was supposed to move up. Majority of times when something of this sort happens, what happens is it continue moving up, but what happened is it just made a deep retracement. Okay, the market is full of uncertainties, so that's why you need to manage your risks. This was where it was looking good, and I was expecting a move up. So you see, even the high got broken, so I was expecting a move up, but I think it just did the opposite. Okay, that's fine. It's part of the market. So this morning, I think I saw the trade that I'm seeing an opportunity on GBP JPY. Yeah, this is one of the trade that I'm looking forward to in case maybe. But today I'm not going to be executing any trade. Okay, I'm not going to be executing any trade today because of the bank holiday. So let's check the fundamentals and see what's happening. So with the fundamentals, this morning during the lending session, we're having slow bank holidays. Okay, we're having bank holidays. we're having French bank holidays, German bank holidays. So during the lending session, bank holiday. So use today to rest and come and hit the market tomorrow. So that's what you are expecting. So with GJ, let's break down GJ before we go to gold. What am I expecting it to happen? And I think last week too, I saw one move, and it has already happened on NZD card. This move too, it was really looking good. The support was created. You get it? The market created this support over here. There was a clean zone to your left. You get it? There was clean zone to the left, and I was expecting price to fill the whole of this range. And when the market opened, because for the whole of last week, if the market consolidates a lot and it starts moving, it moved heavily. That's what you need to understand about the market. If the market consolidates for a very long time, and when it starts moving, so the whole of Thursday, the whole of Thursday, Friday, the market consolidated or range around this level for a very long time. And what happened? It starts shooting up. You get it? We start to see a shoot up over here. Yeah, so that's what mostly happens. So GJ is what I'm just interested in for now. That's what I'm seeing an opportunity on. But before that, I have to wait for this one to close, and I think it might happen during the New York session. So let's break it down before it starts moving. It will start moving. So when it comes to GJ, okay, GBP, JPY, the Great Britain pounds, Japanese yen. So let's start to do our top-down analysis. When you start doing our top-down analysis, price has created this support over here. Price has created this support over here. Okay, price has created this support over here. If you move to the weekly time frame too as well, can you hear me? If you can hear me, type 1 in the chat box. If you can hear me, type 1 in the chat box. If you can hear me, type 1 in the chat box. Okay, so you can hear me. All right. Yeah, so we are the weekly time frame on GG. Yeah, good morning. Your boy from Kenya. Hey, you're welcome, Kenyans. You're welcome. So kindly click on the thumbs up button. Click on the thumbs up button. Give a like to the stream. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, to kindly subscribe to the channel. We have to hit 3K. We are 2.7K. If you have not subscribed to the channel, kindly subscribe to the channel. So I'm back again. I'll be giving you back to back. I'm fully back again. So I'll be consistent on the channel. I'm back. Okay. So in case maybe you have any question, kindly drop it. If you have any question, kindly drop it. Today is going to be a lot of information shared. So if you have any question, and I will drop a link if anyone wants to come to the stream to ask me, in case maybe you can't type too. Okay, in case you can't type and you want to join me on the stream, I will drop the link, the StreamYard link. Let me see if I'll be able to drop it. So I want it to be engaging. So some people can't type. If you can't type, I will just drop the link. You are not going to get this thing anywhere. So I'm going to be sending the invite link. Okay, I will send the invite link. Anyone who wants to join me on the stream, you join me. I'll be sending the invite link. So let me a moment. If you have a question and you want to just join me on the stream and just ask your question, okay, join me on the stream, you ask your question. So I'll be dropping the link on the stream. So I'll be dropping the link on the stream. Yeah. So those who want to, those who want to join me on the stream, in case maybe you can't type, I'm pinning the link. Yeah, so I've pinned the link. Okay, so if you want to join me on the stream, kindly click on the link. You join me, we communicate, we vibe about your problems. Okay, you are not going to get this thing anywhere. This is just for free. Okay, so if you want to join, you click on the link, but inform me, okay, so that I will accept you. You are not going to get this thing anywhere. Only PowerQuest is going to give you for free. Okay, so let's move to GJ. GJ will be the trade that I'll be looking. GJ move very fast, so I'm hoping it's not going to move. And one thing about me is what last week was a very good week because I was very disciplined. I'm going to follow my system. I'm going to follow my plan to the T. I'm not going to be taking emotion because I'm not getting paid, so I'll be emotional and those things. I'm going to follow my plan to the T this week. You get it? Because money needs to be made this week. If the market gives opportunity, even though I'm saying it, but if the market doesn't give opportunity, I'm not going to force things. I'm going to trade based on my experience level, based on what I've seen it happening. I'm going to focus on my time frame that I really the time frame that mostly gives me results. That's what I'm going to be doing, not forcing things because someone has taken a trade, so I have to also take a trade. You are not going to be seeing me doing this thing. So any trade opportunity I'm going to send this week, if you are part of my signal group, one thing you need to understand is what it's a high probability trade setup. Like last week, we hit it back to back. We get it. We hit it back to back last week. So we are hoping this week is going to be a good week. The market, we hope, but we have no control. So if you are not part of the signal group, the only thing that you need to join the signal group is just find your accounts with XM with the link I send in my if you are not part of my Telegram channel too, kindly check the description. Okay, the video description, my Telegram link is over there. Join the Telegram channel, you see and even with this one too, the link to the broker I use is over there. Kindly use it, find your account, join it's not paid. You are not going to pay anything to join the signal channel, the signal group. Okay, so just use the link, you join it, and we are there to go. If we start receiving, if I get a trade opportunity, I just share. Last week I sent 2 opportunities, they all went in our favor. Please, can you teach how to account to start this trade? Can you teach how to create an account to start? Yeah, so I have a YouTube video about it, so I'm coming. So check the link. There was a YouTube, I've done a video. Check my YouTube my YouTube videos. I've done a video on how you'll be able to use I'm coming. If you are not part of the Telegram channel, so kindly do so. Join the Telegram channel because that's where mostly I even send trade ideas, but that's different. But if you want to join the signal group, it's free for everyone. So just create an account. So this is the link you are going to use. So use this link to register with the broker I use. Then we take it from there. Start receiving signals. You start receiving the trades that I'll be taking. Okay, and the YouTube link to, so check my YouTube videos. I've done a video on how you can create an XM account and how you'll be able to link it to your MT5. So kindly give a thumbs up, kindly like the video. If people are not liking the video, kindly like the stream. Kindly like the stream. So let's move on. If in case you have any question talking about discipline, what are some discipline plan? Yeah, so if you want to be disciplined in trading, let me give you a secret. If you want to be disciplined in trading, you need to make sure you understand what works for you. You get it? If you want to be disciplined. If you want to be disciplined in trading, one, you have to understand your system. Okay? Have something that is working for you. Okay? Have something that is working for you. That is how you are going to be disciplined. Okay? So me, for instance, when I come to the chart, I have a specific thing that I'm looking for in a trade. I have a specific setup. Like I want to see this happen. If it doesn't happen, I'm not going to take it. But you are going to be indisciplined if you don't have a strategy. That is when the emotions start setting in. But if you have a specific thing, or maybe if I come to the chart, that's the hack. That's the secret hack to become disciplined. A lot of people are saying they are not disciplined. They are not disciplined because they don't have a system. Or maybe if I want this to happen, okay, if price break, I'm waiting for a continuation of the trend, because the market is, so if you have it in your books, you are having a data back in it. And one thing, if you are here and you are not having a data, you are not journaling, you are not keeping records of your trades, bet me, you will be in this game for 10 years and you are still not going to see results. Because in this game, data is very, very important. Data is very important. So the reason why the reason why I take some trades is because I have a data. I've taken it, I have track records backing it. You get it? I've seen it repeating itself over and over again, all because of data. So when you start the game and you are not having data, it becomes very difficult for you to even know what exactly you are doing. So discipline is very simple. Have data, okay? Start recording. Start keeping track. Don't do things randomly. Trading takes time, please. Trading takes time. It is not a rushing game. You need data to be able to execute trades. You need data to make money in this industry. Okay, without data, you are not going to. It's going to be very difficult to make money if you don't have data. So don't rush the process. Give yourself like maybe some months. Give yourself like 6 months, a year, and start keeping records. The time you take a trade, the date you take a trade, the day, maybe Monday. Have these records down. You get it? And at the end of the 6 months, go back. You are going to see similarities among the trades that you've taken. Okay, maybe you are going to see like 5 times this same setup happens. When you are reviewing, you go back 5 times, this same setup happens. That is the more setups that happens on one maybe a particular pattern that happens on the trades that you've taken. Those are the patterns that you are going to focus on to be taken in the subsequent days. You get it? You check the days that maybe you lose more, the times that you lose more. You get rid of all those things and you focus on what? You focus on the ones that you win. So just recently, I was just saying I am not going to be taking trades on Monday. Why did I even say I'm not going to be taking trades on Monday? Because of data, because of statistics. Because I looked back in my journal and I noticed that Mondays are not good days for me. So I became very reserved. I said Monday early morning during the lending session, I'm going to be very reserved. All because of data. In this game, data is very, very important. So don't be watching what other people are doing. This game is kind of, you are going to be your own manager, you are going to be your own risk manager, it's everything dawns on you. Everything, no one is going to make you profitable in this game. The only person who is going to make you profitable is yourself. Okay, after getting the coaching, after getting the mentorship, the only person going to make you disciplined, going to make you profitable is yourself. Okay, so be serious about it. Start keeping track of your trades. That is how you are going to be very disciplined. So discipline comes as a result of when you know what you are doing. Okay, so if you follow your plan and everything, if you follow your plan and at the end of the day or at the end of the trade you lose, you are very disciplined. You disciplined to follow your plan. You are very disciplined to follow your rules, and it end up losing. That's fine. You get it? That's fine. So you need to understand. You need to understand that you need to have track record. You need to have data. So it's very simple how to be able to track your trade. You can use on Notion. You can use Notion to be doing that. So go to your either your Apple Store, or you can go to your Play Store. Download Notion. You can use Notion to keep records of your trades, or you can either use Excel. You get it? You can use Excel. Any trade that you take, record it. Like bookkeeping. If you are starting a business and you don't keep track of your sales, you don't keep track of your business, your sales, okay, or your expenses, how are you going to know you are making profit or you are making loss? Trading is a business. Please, I would love to see a sample of journal. I really appreciate your point, and I will put it into practice. So it's very simple. So me, for instance, since I trade PropFirm, I have PropFirm account. So mostly what I do is what I go to my Prof account. So it's been a roller coaster these days. So you can use PropFirm, but I'm even planning of getting a different journal. So you go to my FX books. You can use my FX books too as well. Keep records, track of your trades. But let me use this one. What do you call it? Forgotten the name of this thing. What's the name? Fanning pips. So for them, they are going to keep records of. So you can go back, but this is not the best way to go because these PropFirms can shut down. So you can use Excel. So my prop is up and down. A moment, please. So this is an example. So you see, this is an example. So you check the date, okay? You check the trades that you've taken, the lot size you use, the results. So they are having all the data over here. So mostly this is what I use. So the day I took the trade, okay, everything is going to be here. So you see an example of a journal, the symbol you trade or the currency pair. The currency pair. So what execution did you do? A buy or a sell? Opening date. So the price you entered. Closing date, closing price. Okay, either you hit TP or stop loss. The loss size you use, the commission, the profit you made. You get it? Is there possibilities to trade kind profitable even before understanding the market in full? if there was possibility, is there possibility to trade a kind profitable, even I'm not, I don't get your question, please. So you see, so what's the name of the person? Swimax, Max, or yeah, Max, or Max. So this is how you are going to be doing it. You get it. So record it and give yourself like 6 months. Give yourself like 6 months and go back again. You are going to see similarity. So when you are reviewing it, you check it. Maybe this date on July 19th. Why did I even take this sell? So let's go back on July 19th, GBP USD 2024, or 2024. What did I even see before taking the sell? So you go back again. Okay, trading is not for jokes. Trading is a serious business. You need to treat it, because no work can be giving you the money you'll be getting from trading. No work. Even if you are CEO of Apple, something you can print $1,000 a day, you think it's a joke. You need to treat it seriously. So July 19th, why did I even take a buy? A sell rather. So this is how you are going to be doing it: March, April, May, June. July 2024. So July 19th. So you need to take it seriously, yeah. So this is where I took a sell. So this one. So you see, so I have to ask myself, why did I take this sell? So this is where the questions will come in. Why did I even take this sell? This sell that I took over here, if it were to be today, I wouldn't have even taken this sell. Okay, I wouldn't have even taken this. This is a breakout. I wouldn't have taken it. Okay, so you need to ask yourself, why did I even take this sell? So maybe I went to the daily time frame. The daily time frame was a downtrend. I went to the, so let me check. Even I think, yeah, the daily time frame was a downtrend. H4 time frame was a downtrend. Price has broken the zone. So this is like a breakout entry, and I took a sell. Okay, then you write it down. So I bet you, if you do this thing for 2 years, you are going to print money from the market, because you are going to see what works for you. You are going to start seeing similarities in the trades that you've taken. Okay, you are going to see similarities in the trades that you are taking. So trading is an unending journey. The journey never ends. So this is a perfect breakout, price pullback. This is where I would love to take a sell. This looks good, but price has gotten to this rejectional level, so I wouldn't have even taken this trade. Price has gotten to this rejectional level, so I wouldn't have taken this trade. You get it? So all these things that I'm doing came as a result of what? All these things, how I analyze the market, all came as a result of my experience. It came as a result of my experience, keeping records, keeping track. This thing changed the moment I heard of keeping records of your trades. Everything started changing. Everything changed for me. The moment I start recording my trades, everything changed for me. So if you have any question, and I've given the link, those who want to join the stream, in case maybe you can't ask question and you want to join me on the stream, you can use the link to join me on the stream. So you were analyzing GJ before the question came. So let's move to GJ. Okay, so take it slow, take it slow, and get records, get a track record. You can follow my system, and you can follow my system too. Gradually, as you are following my system, you start recording what works for you. You start taking trades. You get it. With time, you will get to understand what works for you. I mean, as a learner, who just came to the market, is it possible to make little or low profit? You are thinking of profit. You are not thinking of how you understand. You are thinking of profit. Think of how you'll be able to get the distance. With trading without knowledge, you are going to lose money. So forget about money now. Think about how you can get the knowledge, not profit. So even if you don't have knowledge, even signals, if signals are given to you, how can you even manage the signals? You can't manage the signals. So you need to get yourself educated. Okay, how can you even execute the trade? That is an important thing you need to learn. Okay, it's an important thing you need to learn. Trading is a learning phase. You need to learn before you earn. All right, so let's move to the monthly time frame. So there's no work, let me tell you, there's no work that can be compared to trading. If you have the skill, trading can make you rich within a short frame or within a short period of time. If only you are committed, if only so for me, for instance, let me say I've lost everything. Give me $100. Following this system that I know, following my system with risk management, I can make it I can make good returns at the end of the month. You get it? I can make good returns, being disciplined, patient, waiting for what I want. I bet you I will make money for you. You get it? It didn't come a day. It came with what? A lot of experience. It came with what? A lot of years of what? Working on my craft, working on my skill. So don't think of money now. The reason why a lot of people are not succeeding in life is because the initial point of their initial everything that they venture, the first thing they think about is what? The money. How much am I going to get? They don't think of how you can understand the process. Okay, I always say money is secondary. If you have knowledge, money is secondary. You can print money anytime if you have knowledge. So knowledge should be your focus. The reason why the rich are rich is because of information, because of knowledge they know you don't know. So you have to fight for knowledge before you think of money. Money is secondary if you have something valuable. Okay, yeah, so let's move to GJ. So with GJ, the monthly time frame, these are the various rejectional levels. GJ is something that from since Friday I was watching it. So the weekly time frame, okay, so with the weekly time frame, so you see mostly when you see these errors, price errors like this, when you see errors, wrong formation of candles, when you see these errors, you need to change this candle to the skeletal frame. Okay, change it to skeletal frame so that you'll be able to see the various levels well. So you see I've plotted the level over here. How did I even know there was a level over here? Because I changed it to what? A line chart. So you change it to a line chart, you are going to see the levels clearly. You get it? You are going to see the levels clearly. But if you change it to candle chart, it's going to be very difficult. You are seeing the level over here, you are seeing another level over here. And anytime you are plotting your levels to, one thing you need to understand is what? Kindly make sure when you are plotting your levels, make sure they are touching it exactly. It shouldn't be something like this. Like someone, if you are in haste, you just plot it like this. Please, you are getting things wrong, because we are going to use this information to make trade executions. Okay, so don't be plotting your levels like this. Price is in the middle of something like this because you are in rush. Make sure, because we are going to use this information for something important when it comes to trade execution. We are going to use it to make decision, to execute trades. Okay, so this is what I'm expecting. So you plot it, you need to make sure it touch. So sometimes I even zoom in to get the accuracy, because so when it comes to something like NZD card, for instance, when I was checking the daily time frame, it looks like it has broken. So something like this, how are you going to know price rate tested it exactly or it has broken? You are going to know by changing it to a line chart. It looks like it has broken, it has rate tested it. So you see, when you change it to a line chart, it looks like the body of the candle has broken this level, like it has broken it. You get it? You are going to know by changing it to the skeletal frame of the candle. Okay, so it is very, very important when you are drawing your line, you are drawing your levels, you what make sure you are being patient. Don't rush the process. Okay, if you are drawing your levels, don't rush the process. Kindly be patient with yourself. Don't rush. Okay, this thing is not going anywhere, and the moment you are cool with it, if you don't rush, like, you are going to be making informed decision. One thing I've noticed about my journey, or one thing about I've noticed, is what the weeks that I'm hyped. Oh, the market is very simple, I'm going to make that. Those are the weeks that I even lose money. Last week I came to the market calm. A week before last week, I was in rush. Like, I feel like I'm on top of the game, or this thing is very easy, I'm going to make money. And that week it was very rough. Last week I was very calm. I printed, or I was having the things that I'll be looking for in a trade. Everything was printed in my mind. Came to the chart very calm, waiting for the right thing, and I got some winning trades. You get it? By the weeks that I'm I'm experienced trader, I'm going to print a lot of money from this market. Those are the weeks that I even mess up. You get it? So just be calm with yourself. This thing is not going anywhere. And the moment you start focusing yourself, that is when you start seeing a lot of progression. Don't be watching what other people are doing. The internet can be destructive. So me, for instance, a lot of things I've muted. Okay, I'm not even in a lot of groups. I'm focusing on myself. Okay, focusing on myself, looking at my back, looking at the trades that I've taken. Those are the things that mostly gives me encouragement. My past trades are the trades that gives me encouragement, not what someone is doing, not the sniper entry someone took. I don't know what exactly the history of the person is telling him. Okay, so just focus on yourself. Look at your past trades, ask yourself questions. What did you even see before taking the trade? Repeat the same process again, and trading is going to be very simple for you. You get it? So with the daily time frame, so you're on the weekly time frame. As I said, you change it to what? A line chart. On the daily time frame, with the daily time frame, there was this rejectional levels over here. So you see, what we did on the weekly time frame is aligning exactly on the daily time frame too as well. You get it? What we did on the weekly time frame is aligned. So that's the accuracy of the level that I'm talking about. If you are patient with it and you draw your levels very well, you are going to see it aligns with the other time frames. So the time frame lower than the time frame you printed or plotted the levels over there, you are going to notice that it aligns perfectly on it. So you move to the daily time frame, you see we are not mistaken. So after plotting your levels, after I've plotted the levels, so you see this trend is kind of confusing. Okay, and one thing about trading too is what trading is like examination questions. I remember when I was in JHS, there was this guy in our class. His name is Oscar Togbe. This guy will always solve the difficult questions in the examination. He loves solving the difficult questions. Trading is like examination questions. Always go for the cheaper questions. Okay, don't force things. This guy he will love solving the difficult questions. Oscar Togbe will love solving the difficult questions. So it's the same thing in trading. Some of the structures are very difficult for you to determine. So like this structure, for instance, you don't know whether it is an uptrend or downtrend, but based on my experience, it is a downtrend. Okay, don't force it. If the structure is confusing, so that's why I have a lot of pairs over here. Just ignore it. Move to a pair that is simple for you to identify the structure. Don't be like Oscar Togbe, who loves solving the difficult questions. Always he will solve the difficult questions, and when the results are in, he will go to the teacher or the master. He will go to the master for argument. Oh, this the master. I remember the math teacher. The math teacher will always say, you love solving the difficult questions. Simple questions are there. This guy will never solve the simple questions. Thank you so much for the insight. I'm feeling really a better trader. You're amazing. Take Thank you. So don't be like Oscar Togbe. Solve the simple one. If the structure is confusing to you, move to another pair. You are going to get a currency pair which is trending very well. Like NZD card, for instance, it is trending very well if you move to the H4 time frame. This was also a pair that I was watching last week, but it didn't happen. When the market opened, it just Skype. So price it is trending very well. Don't Price has pulled back, created the support over here. What happened? It just moved. It was a trade that I was watching last Friday, but Friday was kind of bank holiday, so I didn't want to force things. And NZD GBP JPY. Okay, so don't force things to happen. Just solve things that are very cheap, questions that are cheap, and you are there to go. You don't have to be a hero. You don't have to be an Elon Musk. Okay, don't try to be an Elon Musk, or don't try to be. Just make sure you are solving the simple stuff, simple trades that make sense to you. Don't force things to be don't try to be a hero. Okay, there's no time to waste. So the daily time frame, to me, it's a downtrend. Okay, based on my experience, because price was kind of doing more of, it just broke out from the trend. This is a downtrend. So there was this trend line, diagonal, this thing over here. Okay, price broke out of the trend. The trend line is not even important. I don't even focus on trend lines. Price just broke, made a pullback. This is where I focus mostly on structures. Okay, from the beginning, from my system, the foundation to, it's all about structure. Okay, to my entry, it's all about structure. So if you understand structure, you understand what I do. Okay, price just broke out from the trend. It just pulled back, continue. Okay, so this is a downtrend. Price just broke. Okay, still the trend is maintained. This is just a reversal. So one thing you need to understand is what the market does not do anything than what continuation, reversal, continuation, reversal, continuation, reversal. This is what this is what I focus on to take trades. I focus on the continuation, reversal, continuation, reversal. But for me, majority of the times I focus on the reversal. Okay, if price pull back, that's when I take the trade. That's what mostly price do. It will not going to do anything so just master how you be able to take advantage of the continuation and the reversals. Okay, it's very simple. It's either going to buy or sell. That's the only thing that price does. It's either going to buy or it's either going to sell. It's not going to do any other thing than buying and selling. Okay, price is either going to make a continue. So you see, when the trend change, it's either going to continue. It's going to reverse. It's reverse when it's against the trend. Okay, so now the trend is what? A downtrend. So it is going to reverse when it's against the trend. And this is the continuation. This is what? The reversal. This is the continuation. So you see, price hasn't made any. So if you have joined my bootcamp before, I teach you people how you'll be able to identify when a trend is going to change. So if it is a downtrend, it's going to make lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs. The only time the downtrend is going to be invalidated to what? An uptrend is what? When it has broken the lower high and it has broken the lower low and broken the lower high. At this point, if it does something like this, so you see this is the lower low. Okay, so the moment it does something like this and breaks this lower high, that's when the trend will be shifted to what? An uptrend. But looking at this structure, looking at this market, the market keeps on maintaining the lower high. Okay, so this is like a complex structure. So in L12, you are going to be calling this one like maybe this like ascending or something like ascending. I don't know. They are not all important. This is like a triangle or so. Okay, so it's still a downtrend. So I'm waiting for a breakout. If it breaks out, then it continues. Okay, so I focus, even though all these things, but the focus is structure. Okay, so the daily time frame is a downtrend. So let's move to the H4 time frame. So the H4 time frame is also what's the trend for the H4 time frame? So the trend for the H4 time frame, so it's the same thing over here. Price did this, what do you call it? Price just made a pullback over here. So one thing about the market is what the market, I see it to be spiritual. You know why I'm saying this market to be spiritual? Because no matter what you do, you are still going to, the market is still going to align perfectly according to the way you trade. You know the reason why I'm saying that? If you look at this one, if you are someone who focus on trend lines, trend line mostly, if it touch maybe trend line break or maybe trend line what do you call it, reversal, so this is going to be like trend line break. So how many touches? Mostly when those who focus on trend lines, like they focus on if it breaks like 3 times, it's going to continue. So if you are someone who focus on trend line, you will notice that the market did first touch over here, second touch over here, third touch, it has broken. So this is where mostly those trend line traders are going to take a sell. And you see, if you are someone who focus on trend line, you are going to be getting an entry over here. So no matter what you do, no matter the system you are focusing on, the market is going to present you an opportunity where you are going to take advantage of. So the only thing is what? Focus. Focus is very important. Okay, focus is very, very important. Don't rush things. Okay, no matter what, if you are focusing on trend line, focus. If you are focusing on structure, focus. Please, a moment. All right, sorry guys. Yeah, so as I'm saying, no matter what you do, the system you are focusing on is going to present you opportunity. So for me, for instance, I'm not going to worry myself. I'm just going to focus on the time frame I focus on. I'm going to focus on the things that I focus on. Don't stress yourself in this game, because it's an forever. You are going to, if you focus on a lot of things, you are going to learn, and you are not going to come to conclusion. Okay, so focus on simple stuff. That is what is going to make you profitable. Okay, yeah, so as I said, identifying the directional bias. So with the determine the directional bias, I'll make sure I mostly focus on the H4 with in conjunction with what, or in conjunction with the daily time frame. Okay, my directional bias. So directional bias is like determine whether to take a buy or whether to take a sell. That is directional bias. So for me to determine my directional bias when it comes to currencies, I have to make sure 2 time frames are in sync with each other. Okay, 2 time frames are in the same direction. Okay, if they are in the same direction, the probability, the chances that probability will be in my favor is very high. So first of all, I check the daily. Okay, since I'm a day trader, I check the daily time frame. The daily time frame is a downtrend. Based on how you are going to be determined, that's using the market structure and the H4 time frame. I'm kind of day trader, swing trader. Okay, so that's why I don't mostly take trades every day. I don't focus on the 15-minute, 30-minute time frame. Okay, so the daily time frame too is also a downtrend. By the currency market these days is kind of like it's dead. Like, you are not seeing major movements. The market has been consolidating. The only time that it even you see massive movement is during the, like, when the market is not active. That's when you see active market movement. So for me to determine my directional bias at this point, it is going to be what? Daily is what? A downtrend. So at this point, I'm not going to be doing any other thing than to sell. And I bet you this thing is more accurate. You get accurate directions if you focus on instrument. And you see, someone will say, if I focus on these things, at what time am I going to get a trade? So bro, we're having a lot of currencies do things that is having a high probability or a high chances of playing out. I'm having a lot of instruments over here. By all means, within a day, one of them is going to present me with this rules that I've set for myself. I'm having a lot. It's not like those times that I focus solely on one particular. I'm having a lot of instruments over here, and for every particular day or for every week, one of these instruments is going to align perfectly with these rules. Okay, so don't be complaining, oh, I will not be getting trades. You are going to be getting it if you are focusing on a lot of things over here, a lot of instruments. So I have a lot of instruments over here. I have to make sure these two time frames are in sync with each other. Gold, the volatile pairs are different. Okay, gold, maybe the US 30, then us 100. With that one, maybe H4 and H1, you go time frame lower because of how volatile those instruments are. So when it comes to currencies are not mostly they are not volatile, only few ones. Okay, so with the majors and those things, I focus on this to get a high probability trade setups, to get a high chances of trade playing in your favor. Okay, when the daily is in an uptrend, H4 is in an uptrend, the chances that if you take a buy you are going to win the chances is very high. You get it? Yeah, so when I see something of this sort, I'm not interested in a buy, I'm interested in a sell. Okay, I'm interested in a sell. So at this point, after identifying the direction, I have to identify the levels that price is going to what. If price get there, it is going to find it difficult to break out, or rejectional levels. Okay, some people will call it point of interest, some people will call it support and resistance, some people will call it key levels, a lot of names. I can use my name to call it I can use my name to call it Pakwesi levels. With trading, the moment someone finds out or figure out something, you just name it. You just bring out name with use a name to call it. So I can also call it Pakwesi levels. So this is what's my levels over here. So I use different colors to differentiate the levels, because sometimes I'll be moving to the lower time frames to find an entries. Okay, so you see price is kind of struggling over here at this level. Price is struggling at this level. So these are the levels. These levels are going to be used as what? Stop loss. It's going to be using as what? Hiding. Like, these are the levels that we are going to hide our stop losses. Okay, we are going to be hiding our stop losses over here. So price currently, if you want to determine if price has broken through the level, wait for the candle to break. Not when I'm talking about break of candle, I'm not talking about the wick, I'm talking about the body. Okay, if you have learned candlestick anatomy, you understand the body of a candle. The body of the candle is the shaded part. When the shaded part closes below this one, that is when you are going to conclude the body of the candle has closed. So understand that the way I'm analyzing the market might be different from how someone who is analyzing the market. It's all based on my experience level, based on the individual's experience level. So in trading, we don't do one particular thing. So don't just go to party A and say party A is doing this thing, you are not doing it this way. It is different. In trading, everyone sees the market differently. That is why focus is very important in this game. If you are not focused, you are going to be distracted, because everyone does it differently. That's why initially I said this game is spiritual, because no matter how you analyze, if you turn it upside down like this, if you decide to turn it upside down like this and analyze, sometimes price will go in your favor. Okay, so no matter what, you can give it to even a 1 year old and he will still, at certain point, he will be making money. So the market is spiritual. No matter what you do, you are still going to be making money at some time. But the most important thing is, are you going to be consistent with it? That is why you need a rule. Okay, that is why you need a rule that is going to be govern your path. That is going to help you to make consistent money. The short and long of the story is how to make consistent money. Okay, so now price has broken above this one, so at this point I have to wait for a pullback. It's a breakout in the sense that I'm seeing bearish candles. So I have to see a breakout. I want to see a pullback. I don't take a breakout entry again, and I have a particular time frame that I focus on. I mostly consider the breakout. I am not going to the H1 time frame to look for a breakout, and my focus time frame is the H4 time frame. So I want to see a pullback at the H4 time frame. Okay, then I'll go in for a sell. Because last week, for instance, I was looking for a breakout over here, then I'll go in for a sell. But this week, at this point, price has broken out from this level. So what I'm waiting for is what? A pullback. Then I'll go in for a sell. This will be my target, because this level is one. Anytime price will get to this level, okay, anytime price will get to this level, what you are going to be seeing is what? Price is either going to struggle, okay, price is going to struggle, because if you watch previously, when price got to this level, what happened? Price decided to bounce. So if I take a sell over here, what I'm going to be looking for is what? If price gets to this level, price is going to struggle to what? To break out. So at this point, price is going to move to this side, because now it has broken. The candle has broken out. How many candles has even broken below this level? 1, 2, 3. Okay, we are seeing, so the chances that price is going to head down is very high. Okay, if you look left, there was no rejectional level. Price is just, there was clean level, as in there was no market structure, there was no market continuation, there was only continuation, there was no reversals, like key levels. Okay, there was no levels. So when you talk about levels, this is what I'm talking about, like pivotal levels. Okay, this is the levels that I'm talking about, the pivotal levels. So this is a pivotal level, this is a pivotal level, this is a pivotal level. So these are the levels. So anytime price will get to these levels, okay, price will be approaching this level. One thing you need to understand is what we are going to, anytime price will be approaching this level, one thing you need to understand is what the market is going to what? The market price is going to be very sensitive on these levels. It's going to, there's going to be reaction. So the reaction can either break out or reverse. Okay, it's very simple. That's the nature of how the market behaves. So you just understand this and take advantage of them. Okay, so at this point, price will be heading to this side, but for me, my setup, the market hasn't set up for me yet. It hasn't set up for me yet. So I want to see some bullish candle pull back to tell me that price has pulled back before I'll take the continuation of the trend. But the chances that since I'm waiting for these rules to align, the chances that I'm going to miss this move is very high. Okay, the chances, I understand that the chances that I'm going to miss this move, because this is H4 time frame and waiting for the pullback, it can happen, it might happen that I'll miss the move. But that's fine, okay, because I have to do something that I have a lot of experience about it. I don't have to just force things to happen. So what I'm going to be doing is what I just want to see a pullback before I'll take the continuation. At this point, it's a breakout, and one thing about breakout too is what breakout is having a low chances. Okay, breakout is having low chances of playing out as compared to pullbacks. So I want to see a pullback before I'll take the continuation of the trend. So this is one of the trades that I'm looking forward. But today I'm not going to be executing trade because of the bank holiday. Spread is going to be very high at this point. Brokers are going to increase their spread because a lot of people are out from the market. A lot of people are chilling, going to the beaches. A lot of people are chilling with their loved ones, holiday. Okay, so at this point I'm not going to be executing trades, because you have to execute trade when a lot of people are participating in the market. Okay, because when you buy, you need to have someone who is going to take the counter trade of whatever you are doing. If you buy, you need to have a seller. But if you take a buy and you don't have someone who is going to, if you buy something and you don't have someone who is going to sell, it's normal, like a normal trade. If you buy something and with the purpose of selling it, and you buy it and just stock it in your room, you don't have anyone to be selling it to, it's the goods are just going to be stuck in your rooms and you are going to run at loss. So it's the same thing in the market. You need to have a lot of participants. Okay, if a lot of people are participating in the market, people are buying and selling. So if the moment you buy, you get someone who can also immediately take the other part of your trade by selling it to. Okay, that's how the game works. If you buy, you need to have someone who is going to you are going to sell to. So if you are not having a lot of people participating in the market, what is going to happen is spread is going to be increasing, because brokers are going to struggle to find someone to take the other part of your trade. So they are going to charge you. Service charge is going to increase. Service charge is going to be very high for them to accept your transaction or the trade that you want to take. I hope it's understood. I hope you people understand. So you need to have a counterparty. Okay, so that's why we mostly advise not to be taking trade during the bank holidays, because in trading, if you buy, you need to have a counterparty, someone who is going to take the opposite side of the trade. Okay, trading is not currency pairs are not traded as a standalone. You buy and sell. Okay, as you are buying, someone too is also selling. So if you buy this one, you need to have someone who is going to take the other part of your trade. Okay, so that's what you need to understand about the market. So I'm not going to be taking trades because spread is going to be very high, and at this point the market normally fakes out. There are a lot of fake outs in this market. The reason is the banks are not participating. People who brings major moves in the market are the banks. Okay, because of how huge their orders are. Okay, so the moment they bring the one transaction, is just going to skyrocket. Price is going to just move heavily. So anytime, one thing I've noticed based on my experience, the days that you don't have, the days that even though it is clean like these days, for instance, it is nice to be taking trades. But based on my experience, the days that you don't have red folders, the market is kind of a lot of fake outs. That's what I've noticed about the market, especially the currency market. The market doesn't move massively. The market is kind of slow movement, and later we end up hitting your stop loss. Even the setup looks good. That's what I've noticed, because we mostly prefer to take trades when there's no red folder. But based on my experience, the days that we don't have any red folder in the economic calendar, the market becomes very price move very slowly. And even if you get a 9 setups, the chances that price comes your stop loss is very high. Based on my experience, that's what I've observed about the market. Okay, so yeah, so when there was bank holidays, the institutions are not participating in the market. Those who are having the $10, those who are trading the $5 are the ones who move price. And a lot of liquidity grabs. Okay, price is there were a lot of whipsaw. So whipsaw is like price, we all know price is going to move up. The whipsaw is like price will just move like this, stop some people out, stop a lot of orders. They understand that majority are going to place their orders below this level, so they will just stop you out, and price will reverse, move in your favor, and you just be there. This thing has just stopped me out, and price will move in, because there's a lot of volume. By the days that you have a lot of volume in the market, what will happen is price will just quickly move fast. You get it? When you enter the trade, price will move very fast, swift in your direction. You get it? It will move swiftly in your direction. So that's what you need to understand. Okay. So with gold keeps on moving up. Gold keeps on moving up. As Friday, it fixed. Thursday also fixed a lot of people out with this move, and it later ended up moving up. So as I'm saying, let me show you how those who want to scalp gold. As I said, the market just does something like this. It just move, continuation, reversal, continuation, reversal, continuation, reversal. So with gold, there's no need for me to even go to the higher time frame, because all the time frames are just moving up. Since we started the year 2025, the market just started moving up. When Trump came in, the market keeps on moving up. So this is how you can scalp gold. So the monthly time frame is an uptrend, weekly time frame is an uptrend, daily time frame is an uptrend. All the time frames are just moving up. So this is how you can scalp. Okay, when it comes to gold, this is how you can scalp it. You move to the lower time frame. Okay, just follow the trend. The market is trending up. Just follow the trend. Okay, this is the daily time frame. Just follow the trend. Don't try to be hero by selling. Okay, your $10 can't just conquer what majority are doing. So just follow what the majority are doing. Take some small portion of some small portion of the money and just move out from the market. So let's move to the H4 time frame. So the daily time frame trend is an uptrend. H4 time frame trend is an uptrend. All the time frame trends are what? All trend. The market is all trending up. Okay, it's in what? A bullish move, a bullish direction. Okay, so H4 is also an uptrend. H1 is also an uptrend at this point. So this is what you would do. There's some rejectional level at this point. So you see, during the lending session, after during the Asian session, after all the pull, okay, so if you want to focus after all the pull, the 30 minutes I think gave an opportunity. So this is what you have to do. At this point, don't take an impulsive trade. If you want to take a buy for the continuation of the trend, if you want to focus on H1, can give you an opportunity to as well. So as I indicated earlier, that the market is just going to make continuation reversal. Wait for a support to be created. If you want to take, okay, wait for a continuation to be created. Wait for a support to be created, something like this. After price has created this support over here, okay, after this bearish candle has closed, price has created this support over here, this bullish candle has been created. What you have to do is what? Then you are going to be looking for the continuation. Okay, then you look for a continuation. Don't take an impulse trade when the bullish candle starts flipping. That is going to be an impulse move, and the chances that price is going to hit your stop loss is very high. So wait for what? Continuation. Price is in all-time high. So at this point, it is going to be very risky. If you are not careful, if you take a trade and you are not careful, the chances that price can come and hit your stop loss is very high. You get it? It's kind of very risky at this point. Where price at the level that price has got into, it's kind of very risky at this point. Okay, so this is what I'm showing you to do. Wait, if you want to take a buy, don't force things to happen by taking a sell. Okay, don't fight the trend. Okay, so we have some people who focus on psychological levels and they are going to fight the trend. That's fine, but if you don't have experience on how those people does their things, what you have to do is what? Follow the trend. That is the safer side. Follow the trend. Don't try to counter trend this move. Okay, unless maybe you have some magical level that you know that as price has gotten to this level, as I had told you earlier, price move from level to level. Okay, so unless maybe you have some mysterious levels that as price has gotten to this level, it is going to just sell, because there was no data to your left. So I don't know where you are going to find that level. There's no price action to your left, so I don't know where exactly you are going to be finding that level. Okay, but if you have some mysterious or magical levels that you have it in mind that it's going to happen, that's fine. That's up to you. You can take the counter trend. But for me, the advice I'm going to be giving to you is what? Wait for this support to be created, then you take the sell. That's the H1 time frame. But if you want to go to if you want to move to the 30-minute too, because at this point you can only take trades only when you are focusing on the lower time frames. Only when you are focusing on the lower time frames. So that's the H1 time frame. If you are focusing on H1 time frame, these are the things that you are going to be looking for. Okay, so let's say maybe if you focus on the 30 minutes too, with the 30-minute time frame too, this is what you are going to be looking for. So you see what price is currently doing. At this point, you are going to patiently wait for the 30-minute candle to close. If the 30-minute candle close, then you wait for this support to be created. Okay, you wait for this support. You wait for a support to be created. So when a bullish candle close like this, after the support has been created, if you look left, so you see what happened over here. This is what I was talking about. After this support has been created, this is where you would have taken the buy. Okay, this is where you would have taken the buy. Okay, this is where you would have taken the buy. So this is H1 time frame. So this is H1 time frame. Okay, this one H1 time frame level. So you see what's happening over here. You see what happened over here. So it is very simple. This is where you would have taken the buy. So as I said, price, this is what price usually does. You just price just make a continuation reverse. If you follow this principle alone, you are going to be making money from the market. So after price has created a support over here, you get it, then you take similar thing like what happened over here, then you take the continuation. But you have to check if there was no support, there was no reactional levels, then you take the continuation over here, take the continuation of the trend. Okay, so this is the 30-minute time frame. So you plot your levels at the 30-minute time frame. So this is M30. This M30. You get it? So this is also M30. So if you take a buy over here, this point is going to be your stop loss. So you move to the 15-minute time frame. For those who prefer the 15-minute time frame too, you can be doing the same thing. Okay, so this is 30 minutes. This is what you are going to be looking for. You wait patiently for this one to close. For gold, you wait for this support to be created. Okay, then you take the continuation. Don't take an impulse entry. If price, the moment this one closed, then you take a buy because price has got into this rejectional level. That's not how it goes. Wait for a support, a candle to give you, wait for this candle to give you a hand. Okay, let it show you a hand. Oh, this is a green signal. Green means go, then you continue. If you have not gotten the signal, okay, don't set your buy limit over here saying, oh, price has gotten to this level. So the chances that with those things, I've done it before, you are going to lose most often. Okay, so just be patient with yourself. So let's move to the 15-minute time frame. So with the 15-minute time frame, so I think it aligns perfectly. So you see similar thing happens over here, but as you are doing that, you are checking the trend. Okay, so I think this one, the trend was an uptrend, so this is the point you could have taken the buy. So you wait for, if you want to focus on the scalps, so this is how you are going to be doing it. You wait for this support to be created on this level, then you take the continuation of the trend. Okay, so at this point there was no setup or something of that sort for me to show you okay, but this is what, if you want to take a scalp, okay, this is how you are going to just short. But for me, I mostly don't trust this lower time frame levels, but since you are in volume time, price keeps on moving up. Relying on the higher time frame, you might not get a trade. Okay, if you are relying on the higher time frame, you might not get a trade. It's going to be very difficult for you to get a trade. So unless you move to the lower time frame, and with the lower time frames too, most of the times the confirmations are not that strong. Okay, it doesn't give strong confirmations like that. So this is how you are going to be so the 15-minute time frame is kind of starting. Okay, so if the next 15 candles gives a support, if it breaks the high, there's a clean zone over here, then you can take the continuation of the trend. So this one is creating the support over here, and you take the continuation of the support. So if you want to, if you have not joined the Telegram link yet, kindly check the description of the stream and you join the Telegram channel. That's where mostly, if I see a high probability trade setups, I give it out over there. So if you have not joined the Telegram channel, kindly do so. Join the Telegram. Yeah, so you see GJ what is doing. I told you I'm waiting for the pullback, and the pullback is happening exactly. And as I'm saying, the market, you are in low volume time, so the market is going to do a lot of fake out. So thank you so much for the insights. Already I'm having feeling I'm winning and better trade. You are amazing. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate, man. So if you have any question, kindly drop it in the chat box. You're about to. Yeah, so I've showed you simple way you can scalp gold. Okay, this is very simple, but you have to look for zones and other stuff. So if price does this, you wait for a support to be created, then you take the continuation. If price does this, you wait for the continuation, you take. Okay, it's very simple. Wait for zones to look for clean zones, then you take trades like that. That's how you can win trading gold. Okay, so let me check if those. So far as I came to the stream, I said GJ is the one that it looks like there was an opportunity, and NZD card 2 was something I was thinking it's going to be slow then Tuesday, but it just keeping up, moving up. So you see the trades that we took last time, I got stopped out by this pullback. I would have still been in the trade by now. You get it? I would have been in the trade by now. So you see, it's just moving up. This one just stopped me out from the trade. I would have been in the trade by now. By now, I would have been milking the market. Okay. So last time we took a buy over here, but I was expecting price to get to this target, but I didn't get something of that sort, and price keeps on moving up. Okay, so my system is very simple. So the way price is trending at this point, I'm very sure. So if you watch the market, you can see the currency market hasn't been interesting these days. If you watch the previous, let's watch the major currency pairs. So you see the major currency pairs, how it has even been moving very slow, especially USD card. See USD card, what it has been doing from 11th April, 11th April. See what we are seeing. So now that it is breaking out, I'm very sure we can be getting good opportunities, because one thing you need to understand, as price has broken out, price is not going to trend it's not going to move in one direction forever. What you need to understand is what it's going to pull back. So when it pulls back, that is when we look for what a trade, then we take the continuation of the trend. Okay, so when I see market making a breakout like this, a heavy move to one direction, I'm very glad, I'm very happy, because it is going to pull back, then I'll take the continuation. That's all about the financial market. Now my financial market is all about trend continuation. It will reverse, you take the opportunity, you take the continuation, then what, you move with the continuation, you don't take the reversal. Okay, so that's how the financial market moves. Okay, that's how it moves. So after it has moved like this, I'm just happy for it, because it is going to pull back, creating this resistance, then I'll take the continuation. So you see what similar thing happened over here on GBP card. So you see, as price trended, price just moved up. We missed this move. Okay, I was focusing, that was on Monday. Tuesday I was focusing on GBP USD, so I missed this move. It's moved. What happened? It just pulled back, created this one over here, then the trend continuation. It's very simple. So this one that it has moved, wait for a pullback, so the trend shifts, then you start from what the sell this thing to as well. So that's how the market mostly moves. Okay, so let me see if there's anyway. Let's analyze one currency pair, then we move from there. Okay, so I think this one, okay, so let's analyze the NZDJPY. It looks like I'm seeing opportunity on NZDJPY, but the daily time frame is a downtrend. This zone might fail, but I don't like. I want where the trend, all the trends are in the same direction. Okay, let's analyze AUDJPY. So as the AUDJPY, starting from the monthly time frame, let's identify the various levels. So as I said, with the levels, let's identify the levels. So this is monthly. Okay, this is monthly level. So there's another level. So you change it to line charts. So this monthly. Okay, so this is the monthly time frame. So let's move to the weekly time frame. So identify your various levels. Identify the various levels. So with the weekly time frame, there's no levels that I will consider. Okay, this one hasn't closed yet, so it's not a resistance level yet. So you move to the daily time frame. With the daily time frame, what's the trend? So the trend is what? A downtrend. Price just made a breakout, pull back over here, created a support. Okay, it's kind of consolidating. So at this point, there's this support over here at the daily time frame. At the daily time frame. At the daily time frame. There was another one over here. At the daily time frame. So there was another one too over here. So the daily time frame trend is what? A downtrend. So let's move to the H4 time frame. So the H4 time frame, what's the trend at the H4 time frame? H4 time frame trend is what? A downtrend. H42 is a downtrend. So you see the level that we drew is aligned with the H4 levels too over here. Exactly on those levels. So at this point, for me to get an entry, either price to come to this level, I want price to settle on this level. Either price will come to this level, then I'll look for a sell, or either price will break out. If it breaks out, I'll look for a pullback, then I'll take a sell. So exactly that is what I'm waiting for. So either price will come to these levels. So this is what I'm looking for. So H4 resistance. So this is what I'm looking for to happen. Okay, so either price will come to this level. So the candle hasn't broken the level yet. So the chances that this can just be a wick and it will just continue is very high. So either price will come to this level, then I'll take the continuation of the trend. Okay, look for an entry over here. But one thing is what, as I'm saying, this candle hasn't, the previous candle didn't close, so the chances that this one can be a wick is very high. If let's say if this previous candle closed, the body of the candle closed above this one, then you would have said, or you would have considered this one can just continue by selling. But since it's just the body of the candle closed below this level, the chances that it can just what do you call it? The chances that it can just make a wick, okay, something like this, it can just make a wick, then the body of the candle will close below. So this is the wick I'm talking about. Then it will close below. So something of that sort can happen. So this is what I'm looking forward to take. So let's see. So far, I don't want to waste your time. I think these are the ones that this is what I'll be looking forward to. Okay, so if you have any question, kindly drop it in the chat box. If you have any question before we call it a day. So I've showed you how you'll be able to scalp gold. You can go back to the video again and watch it, and you come to me with your results. You come to me again with your results. So we are hoping this week the currency market will trend for us to get opportunities. I'm seeing good ranges. So Euro JPY. We are hoping there will be a good ranges for us to take advantage of. Since it is trending heavily, we can get some trades. Yeah, so this one too is looking good. Yeah, Euro AUD is looking good. Euro AUD, let me see, but it's close to but the trend is the ranges are not all that big. The range 45, is it 4 pips or 45? 4 pips. So the ranges are not all that big. Yeah, so it's giving good setups, but the ranges are not big. But USD card has broken out from the consolidation zone, so we are waiting for a pullback. Okay, it can pull back to this side and we take advantage of. I'm sure maybe this week one of this, either USD CHF or USD card, can give an opportunity. And GBP USD too. Wow, GBP AUD is kind of, or GBP card. So GBP card has also become one of my favorite pairs. It really gives a lot of pips. So if not, I got stopped out by this pullback. If not this pullback, I would have still been in the trade. So market made a huge pullback. Instead, I'll cut the whole of this range. 132 pips. And GBP USD 2 is doing the same thing. Price has broken out from the zone. So we are hoping that we are going to be seeing a pullback. Then we take the continuation of the trend. Very simple. NZD card has already moved. The NZD card was a trade that I was looking forward to be taking, but it has already moved. Yeah, it was a trade that I was looking forward to take, but it has already moved. It moved during the Asian session, but that's fine. So if it moves, you are going to get a pullback, then you take the continuation. All right, guys. So you take a long. Okay, someone is saying, what do you think on USD JPY? That pair, I don't play with it. I don't trade USD JPY. So let me check it for you because of how slow it moves. It's kind of freaky. USD JPY and Euro US, it's kind of freaky pairs, so I don't fuck with it. Sorry. I don't trade it. Yeah, so USD JPY, I don't trade USD JPY because of how the nature of that pair. So let me analyze it for you. So there's this rejectional level over here. USD JPY can just mess you up. So with the monthly support, there's monthly support over here. There's another rejectional level over here. So this monthly resistance, rather, is going to be resistance since price is below rather. So let's move to the weekly. So with the weekly time frame, you have this one over here. So this one is going to be weekly support. So moving to the daily time frame. So there's daily. There's daily rejectional level 2 over here. So this is going to be daily support. There's another support over here. Okay. So the daily time frame, the trend is what? The market is trending down. It is trending down. H42 is also trending down. Okay. H4 is trending down. So look for rejectional levels over here. So this is H4. So this is H4. So price is kind of, so there was an opportunity over here last week. Last week there was an opportunity over here on USD JPY. But it even happened during the Asian session. Okay, this was yesterday. Just broke out, put back, and just continue. So at this point, what you have to do is what? You have to wait for a pullback. Okay, price is trending. It's a continuation. You wait for reversal, either on this level or breakout, pull back on this level. Then you take the continuation. Okay, these are the things you need to consider now on USD JPY. Yeah, so what I said on USD GBP card, we are left with 40 minutes. Okay, if this candle close, then the sell will happen. It has pulled back on the level, then the sell will definitely happen. Or maybe it will happen during the New York session. So USD GBP JPY, you guys should keep close eye on it. Okay, you should keep close. You take a look at. Okay, so is anyone having a question? If there's no question, so the pair that I'm going to be watching at it, I'm going to having a close eye on is GBP JPY. Okay, GBP JPY is what I'm going to be having close. Gold is already gone, so with gold, what I'm going to be waiting for, let me check the 15 minutes. So you see exactly what I said is happening on gold. You guys remember this thing? Did you guys see what I narrated? What I narrated has happened perfectly. What I narrated is happening perfectly on gold. What I narrated perfectly. So this will be the point the buy will happen. So it has broken out. So now it's going to head to this side. Okay, it's going to head to this side. But as I said, the time frames are the ones that I mostly don't love. See, if you look left, there was clean traffic over here. So the chances that price is going to continue. So you have like the chances that price is going to continue is very high. So let's see what's happening before the 15-minute candle close. Exactly what I said. You guys remember? Who can remember what I said about gold? You guys remember what I said on gold? Exactly. I gave you how you can scalp gold, and it is playing out. This thing is playing out just in front of us. Just before us, it is playing out. So no, today is bank holiday. Red is going to be high. Just exactly what I narrated. So let's wait for the 15-minute candle to close. You have like 5 minutes for it to close. Let's see how it's going to close. So anytime if you come to the market, and if you are someone who if you trade gold and the market has already made a massive move, this is how you are going to consider gold. This is how you are going to consider gold. So just before us, this thing is just playing out perfectly. Just before us. So the support was created over here, exactly on the level. And what happened? Price just decided to just move up. Let me check GJ too. So GJ, if this one close, if this one creates the level, then you look for a sell. So let's wait for it left like 3 minutes. So I'll just be calling it a day very soon. Just call it a day. Just before you. So the the entry was coming from. So this would have been the point, the first entry. After the 50-minute time frame close, this would have been the first entry. By the lower time frames you are playing with it, you need to be very, very careful, because it can just be deadly. So do you guys remember exactly what I said? Kindly go back to the stream again and rewatch it, everything again, about this analysis, this projection that I did on gold. How to scalp gold. This is how I have to title this stream. How to scalp gold. How to scalp gold, exactly as indicated. Exactly as indicated. Okay, guys. If there was no question, you have like few seconds for it to close. So it has all this small move is 20 pips. So with gold, you have to make sure your stop loss, you've gotten a good stop loss level that you can use it as your stop loss. Other than that, they just mess you up. So there was a perfect entry over here, and now the H4 gave another M15. So this one will head to this side straight up, but there was clean area over here, so it will head to this side straight up. So the 50-minute time frame has closed. So guys, thank you. Today is holiday. Make sure you don't enjoy, you don't over enjoy. Okay, make sure you keep it moderate. If you are broke, you need to sit your ass down and steady on how to be profitable trader. If you are broke and you are chilling, then you are not obsessed enough. There's nothing in this thing. Okay, Charlie. So see you all. Maybe I will come Thursday. Thursday I will stream. So see you on Thursday. All right. Thursday we might get a live trade that you will take, because looking at the economic calendar, you don't have any major news events. So Wednesday, flash PMI, manufacturing. Yeah. So Thursday, unemployment. So lending session, you can get a nice trade. Yeah. So Thursday I will stream. I will come either on Wednesday or Thursday. I will come on the stream on Wednesday or Thursday. Okay, I hope you've gotten value. So if you've gotten value and have not subscribed to the channel, kindly subscribe to the channel. And if you have not joined the Telegram channel, to kindly check the description, the stream description, join the Telegram channel. Okay, that's where all I update you people. Okay, all updates happens in the Telegram channel. So if you have not joined the Telegram channel, kindly do so by joining the Telegram channel. Okay, so see you all again. I'll update you on Thursday. So if you want to see when I come live, kindly put the channel on all notification. Anytime I come live, you will get the alert. If you have any question too, you can message me on my Instagram. Okay, all right, see you all same time on Thursday. Yeah, so Steven, you are welcome. Hello, Steven. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello, Steven. You're on the stream. Can you hear me? What's your question? Do you have any question? Can you hear me? Do you have any question?